Hey, what is up, guys? It's been a long time since I made a video, but I've been working on a lot of redstone stuff lately, and I figured I should probably post it because there's some pretty decent farms I've got in here. You can probably see in the background some of the random stuff I've got going on, and I hopefully will make a bunch of tutorials on them in the future. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. School takes up a lot of time. But today's farm is going to be the slime farm, so the materials for that you're going to need are, for the main part, you're going to need 3 redstone dust, a repeater, 2 torches, a hopper, 2 slabs, some building blocks, a button, a piston, 2 sticky pistons, some scaffolding, 12 fences, an observer, 2 droppers, 2 dispensers, a torch, and 6 magma blocks. Also, for the additional part, which I highly recommend you build, you're going to want a piston, a comparator, a redstone torch, and a redstone dust. What this does is whenever you run out of shears, it locks the farm so it won't break itself. And then over here, you're going to need about 8 carved pumpkins. And then to run the farm, you're going to need snow blocks and oozing potions. Although you'll see the snow blocks end up replenishing themselves, so you really only need to get them once. Although if you want to run like a bunch, I have a really nice snow farm. I'll link that here. Oozing potions are created by brewing a potion with first a nether wart and then a slime block. And then to make it a splash potion, you obviously put gunpowder. Once you've gathered everything, let's begin. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start off this farm by placing down a pumpkin. Oh my gosh, not on your head. So you want to place down a pumpkin and see which way the stem is facing. You're going to want to build this farm facing this direction from the stem. And then you're going to want to get out your magma blocks and then mine these blocks just like this. And fill all of those in with magma blocks. Once you've done that, you're going to want to get your 12 fences and go around in a square just like this and place them all down. Once you've got your fences here, you're going to want to come around to the side over here, place down a block like this, and then place down a block here, dirt in the middle, and 4 blocks around it. You can then break that block in the middle. You then want to pillar up 2 blocks on this side with your droppers going up, and then a dispenser coming out the top like that. You can then take a hopper and a slab, and go ahead and place them just like that. You then want to come around to this side right here, place a block just like this with a repeater facing into it. Place a block up from that repeater, and then a block here. And then you're going to place 1 more block here and 2 redstone dust like this. You can then place a torch on the side of that redstone dust, a block up here, and then a piston. If you place some random blocks here like dirt, they should automatically get pushed over, and they're going to activate the dispensers over here. You then want to grab an observer and place it up like this with a block on top of it. You then place a block on the side with redstone dust right here, and then you're going to want to place your other dispenser facing out of it like that. You can then take your shears and place it in this top dispenser, place as many in there as you'd like, and your carved pumpkins on this side. You're then going to want to take and place 1 piece of dirt here, so you can temporarily place these 2 pistons like this. You can then get rid of that dirt. You then want to staircase up just like this, and then mine these 2 blocks. Underneath this block, you want to have a redstone torch on that face, so it activates both of these pistons, and place your button just like that. This can now move these back and forth with the press of the button. This will drop the snow golems into the hole. You're then going to want to place a block on top of here. Place a temporary block right here so you can place your other slab. Break that. And then on this side, you're going to want to pillar up here and place a full block here. Another full block here. Oh, actually, temporary block here. And then full blocks like this so the snow can come into the middle right there. And then what you're going to want to do is place 2 more blocks up like this to cover that up. And then place 1 more to cover up the top here. And this is on top just to make sure if it rains, the snow golems won't die to the rain. And then you're going to also want to come down here on this side and place 1 more block just like that. That's going to prevent the slimes from flying out. It's kind of strange, but you do need it there. Make sure to remove all your temporary blocks. You're then going to want to come around to this side and make a little staircase up. Just like this. So place some blocks right there. And then whenever you come up here, the farm should go ahead and start working. So if you place 2 down, you're going to get a pumpkin in there, or a snow golem in there. It's going to shear it, and the pumpkin should get cycled into this dropper down here. And then every time you place a block, these pumpkins will get cycled back around. You've now finished the main part of the farm, but if you want to add the toggling system, you're going to need 1 of each of these. So what you're going to want to do is come around this side over here, go up in here, and then break this block, followed by this block. You probably are going to want to get rid of whatever snow golems are here. It's alright. And then place a piston here, and temporarily break that block. Make sure to put it back, and then also make sure to put the one on top of the piston back. Then what you're going to want to do is place a block here with a comparator coming out of it. You then place a block coming out of that comparator and a block on the back of the piston. And then, actually, sorry, not on the back of the piston. You're going to place it one block below the piston. And you're going to put redstone dust on top of it into that piston, and then a redstone torch here. So this will extend the piston whenever the shears break. So I'm going to go ahead and get a snow golem in there. And then, as you see, now there's a snow golem in there. And then whenever you have the shears break, so I'm going to just take them out of the dispenser, this piston will extend. And now the snow golems no longer will be able to be put in there. As you see, it just jams the system like that, which is exactly what we want. And then also, something you're going to want to do before you start running this farm is come around to the backside here and check all of these. See, I have snowballs in here because I killed that snow golem. Make sure to take out any snowballs or dirt out of any of these droppers. So just like that. These will in fact break the system because they will shoot a snowball instead of spawning a carved pumpkin. And just like that, the farm is 100% complete. Now I'm going to give a slight tutorial on how to run the farm. Stand up here and then walk up to the edge of this block and hold down snow on this piston. As you can see, it'll keep spawning snow golems. I'm going to go ahead and do this for 2 stacks of snow blocks. Alright, I've now placed down all the snow. So then to finish running the farm, you stand in the back corner here and then splash the oozing potion on the snow golems. And then you're going to want to press this button. You should drop all of them down into here. And it's going to get a little bit laggy, but all the slimes should immediately die. And then the ones that glitch out, that's why these 2 magma blocks are here, should die like that. And then by going on this side, you should be able to pick up most of your slime. Look at there, we got a fair bit. And then going on this side, you're going to actually have to dig out these blocks right here so you can get down to all of your items. Yeah, you can go here, and you're going to get all of your snow back too. So you can actually craft this up, and you'll get around 80-90% of the snow blocks you used. And just like that, your slime farm is finished. You guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.